Once again, the Fire Angel is now landed in the BK zone, and I gotta definitely shout out the BK Massive, you know, the ancients that are here, and this brother that I'm actually sitting next to is one of my commandeers, artisans, and angels that I, you know, spar with on quite a few dynamics. He's a creative genius in the mode of crocheting art as well as mechanic works, as he would say. Ancient practices, uses his hands and creates immaculate, you know, conceptions on all levels. This is Nas and Divine.
Yeah, man.
The world must know him. I would say that me and Nas and Divine tuned in to each other in about 96, 97 at this spot called Harriet's Alter Ego.
Yeah, it was one of the Sunday brunches, you know what I mean? It's like Harriet's Alter Ego was known for putting on these Sunday brunches, and was like a big social event in Brooklyn, you know what I mean? Like everybody and their moms came through, literally everybody and their moms came through to this event on the 4th Sunday of every month down at Harriet's Alter Ego. Live performances, they had bands, they had DJs, they had, I mean, live food, and like a lot of beautiful art from a lot of the local designers who are, I mean, fabulously creative and had like a particular aesthetic and a voice that they wanted to present. And Harriet's Alter Ego was that venue to present your art, you know what I mean? So it was a magical hub, man. It's like a lot of us were sad to see it go, like just like last year.
And right now, the residue of that hub is still manifesting through all types of, you know, artists and designers that we eventually will probably debut on Hood to the Woods. And see, with me, how I move is I'll say a vision, Nas, it'll come with his rendition of the vision. So through me working and doing my art, we tuned in, was like, man, let's put together a clothing line. What we're gonna do is we're gonna build up our forts, build up our forces, form like Voltron, and present this immaculate work. So the House in the Side is a division that is basically his brainchild. THC, which is Till Heaven Comes, is an organic line that will be coming forward with 2010.
The Hood to the Woods vibration, man, is to me is having that almost like that spook that sat by the door vibration, right?
Is that a movie?
That's a whole movie and a book and all kinds of things that like came before. But the whole the metaphorical vibration of that is we're gonna be sitting at the feet of our ancestors on their whole ancestral vibration and what the information that they have and they have passed on from generation to generation. We're gonna take that information and pass it on to that whole lost segment. That whole chunk that got like disenfranchised and like separated from their own core and their own root. We're gonna like be the ambassadors of taking that information and passing it on. That's what Hood to the Wood means to me, you know what I mean? It's like so many different
metaphors that you could tie
like tie into that vibration, but like to me, that's what resonates. We have gone beyond the time of just oral history, and you'd be foolish not to step up to the situation. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't make any sense. Like the people in them that harken back to the past and want to remain there will be lost forever. You cannot remain in the past. Like that doesn't make sense. You utilize the tools that your ancestors had and the people in them that came before you had, and you build upon it. That's how the thing works. Like that's how you evolve. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's how the whole vibration works. You know what I mean? So I'm a proponent of that. Like that's how I live my life. That's how I urge other people to live their lives. And you know what I mean? It's like, you know, so that's where I go with that vibes. Right?
That's dope, man. And that's from me to you, brother. I'm glad that we campaigning together, because
all day,
you know, we never stop presenting.
I'm from this little island called Dominica. That's where I was born. That's where I grew up. Well, first of all, Dominica, I mean, yeah, magnificent place. And that place, all my upbringing there, that it played a tremendous part in the artist that I am today. Yeah. I grew up seeing my mother and my aunt crochet like crazy. I didn't have any idea that I was going to do the things that I do now with the craft, but look how things move through osmosis. Like me not even knowing that they're seeing what they were doing at such a young age, they would be, I mean, inspiring me on such a level to get and create what I'm creating to this day. I mean, I saw my mom's and them making the craziest doilies and chairback covers and all kinds of other crazy vibes like that. And now I just fused that particular vibes with my, I guess, ideas and aesthetic of how I view the world, and use that as my palette to work my craft, to work my art. I know personally for me and my work, it comes from a real deep-seated spiritual place. Like, I go in and under when I get the yarn in my hand, and it's like, it's a crazy combination of patterns and energy and color fusing together to make that piece.
THC to me is a green movement.
Yes,
first
sir.
off, the green movement is tied into divisions: food, clothing, shelter. The new division is spirit too, because you know we have a lot of spirit properties that we're bringing into these food, clothing, and shelter vibes. But THC clothing venue is artistic movement of male artists that come with concepts of organic herbs, minerals, stones, crystals, periodic table to play into the whole vibes, taking something that's on an energy level and mass producing it to a level of what's live and direct on us, because we know that we can ingest minerals and minerals come from us. We know that we have crystals, we use those crystals to protect us. Hence, I got a crystal right here, you know, just to bring out the chimer. But anyway, the concept of THC is going to be us using these tools to basically shield up, to basically put together, you know, a lot of like, you know, soldiers, green soldiers, ancient commandos, but it's a lifestyle and a life cultural awareness that we're going to bring with a lot of information, because not only is it fashion, you will get introduced to plants, what they're used for on a holistic level. You'll get introduced to seeds, the significance of, you know, planting the seeds, watching them grow, and you'll be getting introduced to concepts of male and female fashion and accessories that we can compete. It ain't no competition like he was just saying, but the competing is getting out of this society branding of not having original art come forward. Our art is pure love, pure energy, and what you'll see with us, we love what we do. Alright, you're good.
Yeah, so this is like one of my signature pieces, you know what I mean? This is like Nas bomber vest jacket with the Illmatic brass inlays in the back on the leather. Some crazy vibration with the 7-star general vibes, you know what I mean? NASA energy, you know, inverted stars, like crazy. Yeah, all functional zippers and whatnot, you know what I mean? On some leather vibes. So then boom, then we have this vibration right here for the ladies on some lavender lilac power, you know what I mean, on some marching band energy. So this is the part of the whole marching band series. And then this is the back of it right here. We got a hoodie with the retro old school vintage NASAT logo, hardware, leather, you know what I mean, rivets and whatnot, buckles, zipper on the hoodie, more leather detailing, you know what I mean. So, you know, it's a lot of intricacy into the work. And another one in the matching band series right here. This is the male version. This is like the band leader and whatnot. Back of the vibration, got the elbow patches, detail on the elbow patches, all top stitching on the energy. I mean, this is the whole vibes. We got the ice green and gold vibration. You know what I mean? This one is like rib cage energy. It's that whole coming from your core. You know what I mean? So it's like this one emanates out from the core. It's the whole vibration with this one right here. It's my ice green and gold energy. Emanates from the core vibes. This is one of my favorites. It's Aztec energy. You know what I mean? Some brick builder foundation. This is the back of the vibes. Signs of time, baby, signs of time. And then we got the yellow mellow fellow. You know what I mean? This one is just like straight sunshine. Beaming. Energy, straight light. Straight light, you know what I mean? This is the back of the vibration. So every piece is like, you know, mathematically sound, man. Every piece is like all the numbers are like mathematically like sound, you know. It's like everything is mathematically sound. Everything is symmetrical. Everything is lined up. All the numbers are like equally balanced, left, right to the vibration. You know what I mean? So you could say it's a perfect piece.
Yeah, because balance is perfection, true.
You know.
That's definitely on point.
That's a few pieces. Light collection. House of Nasat. It's your boy Nasanimo DOD. Representing hard, representing strong for the whole vibration. THC, one love, one family, strength, bless, forever.
Yeah. We don't work 9 to 5 jobs to say, Master, please, can we have something? We are our masters inside ourselves, disciplining ourselves, loving our crafts and arts.